VIP lounge, and I ran into a friend from a couple years ago. Her blog is called MARLITA on the Run, and your Instagram is?
MARLITA Cupcake.
MARLITA Cupcake, and your Instagram is?
LETICIA LLESMIN.
I'm here with my Latina sisters, and you know, we're just talking about life and inspiration. I saw them walking by in their amazing outfits, and I wanted to know what their inspiration was while getting dressed. I know, Yasmin, you do a little hair and makeup, so how do you tie it together in regards to inspiration?
In regards to inspiration, I always lean something a little bit more edgier. I always like darker with bright colors. So think like, I like to think of it more like gothic, but with a little Barbie in it.
Gothic Barbie, gothic Latina Barbie.
There you go.
That's what she is. I love it. And what about you, Marlita?
What was my inspiration for my style today?
Yeah.
Mostly pinup inspired with like a modern twist. I guess a little bit of like sweetheart rocker. I don't know if that makes sense, but
do you keep this consistent on your blog? This style?
Yes. Some days it's actually more vintage, more true pinup, and other days I add more like the modern twist. Like today's obviously more modern.
Because I love vintage, but I also love current fashion, so it's nice to bridge the two. When you started your blog, how long ago was that?
It was about 5 years ago, but I've been a little more consistent with it. I would say the last 2 years.
When you post to Instagram, does it post to your blog?
No, I actually do those separately.
I asked because of my own, interest, but I know that a lot of people starting off are like, should I do YouTube, Instagram, blogs? There's so much out there. So what advice would you give to somebody when they're starting off?
I would say just to be consistent and post what you like and stay true to yourself and don't follow trends, what other people are doing, just do what you like.
I'm hearing that a lot today. Stay true to yourself and post consistently, which was my mistake. Now, I know that you're starting your Instagram out, but talk to me about your makeup and hair. Are you doing that freelance?
Yes, I'm currently working mostly freelance. I do on set. I'm always ready for whoever wants to do it. Like, I do a lot of pop-ups. Like, sometimes there's like weird little galleries, and I'm like, I'm gonna go and do some hair.
Absolutely. What would be something that you found challenging as a freelance artist?
The most challenging is like the consistency of workflow and pay versus non-pay. Like, there's gonna be some really great jobs, and some of them won't pay, opposed to the ones that aren't so great, but they pay. But
oh, trust me, girl, I know. 10 years in freelance, I know. So how do you deal with that? What advice would you give somebody that wants to freelance but isn't there yet?
Well, I think it's important to do a little bit of everything. Like, I initially was focused mostly on hair, and now I'm like doing hair and makeup, and now I'm like styling and like.
You gotta keep the plates spinning. Lots of plates spinning.
Yeah.
Girls, you guys are amazing. Thank you for taking the time. Let's blow everybody